Welcome to the Moon Magic Tarot channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for those of you who are already a part of this really lovely community that we're building. And thank you to anyone new for checking out my readings. Now, today we're drawing 3 cards to see what guidance we are shown. This is a weekly reading. I post these readings every single Sunday. We are literally asking Spirit, what do you need to know right now and for the next 7 days? And the information is always fascinating that comes out because it really seems to pertain to absolute real life everyday situations with clear guidance to support you. So let's see what cards we are drawn here to guide you in, and we'll also draw a rune and a charm for each of the readings. I'm actually seeing this card here. Okay, so reading number 1, you have Dragon Supernatural. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shape shift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. That is reading 1. Reading 2, Swan Grace. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. We then have, for reading number 3, Sea Otter Happiness. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. Wow. Now, of course, Super Souls, we have just passed a very powerful full moon in Cancer, which was very emotionally intense for a variety of reasons. I did do full moon readings, so if you haven't yet checked them out, you may want to. And of course, we are still in the Mercury and Mars retrograde period, so I've done readings for those as well. Again, do check them out. If you're finding that there are any hiccups or interruptions or stuff doesn't appear to be moving forwards, those readings may be of help. Let's draw your runes. Okay, so we have 1, 2, and absolutely 3. There's one that's just clinging to my hand. Okay, so reading 1, we have the rune of movement. Reading 2, we have the blank rune. And reading 3, we have the rune of possessions, nourishment. I will draw a charm as well. Reading 1, you have the tree of life. Reading 2. Both runes are coming out at the same time. Okay, we have the bicycle for reading 2. And for reading 3, we have a beautiful heart. Okay. Super Souls, I'm going to leave the video running for a few moments just to give you time to sit, trust and tune into your intuition. You may find that more than one reading is speaking to you. Sometimes when that happens, it's because it is applying to more than one area of your life. I'll leave the video running to give you as long as you need. And I will put the timestamps in the description box, and also I will put them into a pinned comment so that you can access them really easily if you're using your phone. Tons and tons of love, and I will see you in the readings. Reading number 1, welcome. You have been guided to this reading by Dragon Supernatural, the Tree of Life and the Rune of Movement. Now, the rune of movement is the bettering of any situation. It's something that gathers momentum. And with the tree of life, I'm seeing something solid, significant, worthy. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. I feel you may be attending the shape-shifting element here with more than one detail to something in your world at the moment. Reading number 1. We are asking for advice from Spirit right now. What we are seeing in the context of your world is you're needing to attend to things, but you are doing so, I want to say, with impeccability and way to go. There's something of an integrity that you're applying to different parts of your world, different situations, and because of that integrity you are rising. There's a strength within you. I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. Let's draw some oracle cards for you first. Let's have a look at the archetypal energy that is going to be around you this week and what guidance you are given. For anyone new to me or my readings, these are my own cards. I give away a pack of these cards every month. I have a subscriber offer. It's like a prize draw. I will say something about it at the end of the reading. I don't want to intrude in the reading. And also, for those of you who've been asking about the cards, these are now available again in the US. There was a whole period when we just couldn't get them over there. I think there are some on Amazon, but also you can now buy them off Amazon. We have somebody working with us to ship them out to wherever you are. So that's amazing. I'll put the link in the description box for you. Now let's see what else we are shown here for reading number 1. Interesting. I'm feeling 2 cards from this, yes, and that's the other from this pack. Okay, let's have a look at your oracle cards first. So you have 3rd house and 11th house. This is to do with your ideas, who and what is around you. Very interesting. And also then your hopes and your wishes, your dreams for the future. This is about investment. Attending to things with detail around you at the moment. Now that's already come through in your reading number 1. You're needing to attend to stuff that's going on around you. It may even be possibly feeling like a bit of an interruption. That's what I'm seeing here. But you are being validated, and also advice from Spirit is really about the recognition that what you attend to now is actually creating the future. So attending to things, even if it feels like it's detracting from something you want to be focused on, we have Anima Mundi as well. Wow. Even if the stuff that's going on feels like it's intruding into some of the things you want to crack on with, at the same time, there will be real purpose to what's taking place. It's going to be paving the way for the future. We have the card Release the Past, and we also have White Mantra Mother Protects. This is very interesting. I am going to move these cards up here actually, and then hopefully we have room for a whole row of tarot at the bottom. Okay. This is very, very interesting. Releasing the past. This is fascinating for me. I feel, Super Souls, that the stuff that you're having to attend to is tapping into some sort of historical issues, mainly around perhaps issues where you actually previously felt disempowered or unable to have a voice. But this is different now. So let those fears go. You're rising up here with dignity. You're handling things. What you're doing to attend to things in the here and now is creating the future for you. And this is a future built on strength. The White Mantra Mother Protects is a card that offers peace of mind. It's a card that says nothing can get in the way of your success here, which is a really, really powerful card to have in this position. There's a different kind of knowing in you that is the Anima Mundi card. It's enabling you to handle several different things in a way that previously might have unnerved you. I'm not saying that you may not feel a tweak of the past, those kind of emotional feelings that are around, because yeah, they are around, buttons are pressed, but I don't feel like for you anymore. Buttons are not pressed in a way that disable you. It's almost as though you have a capacity to shape shift, to transform the energy. There's a solidness within you that means you're handling things from a very different perspective. I am loving the White Mantra Protects because it really is such an affirmation. It's almost kind of saying to you, look, if you have a wobble, don't worry, we're protecting you. The integrity with which you're handling several different things, that's what I'm seeing, is actually going to ensure your safe passage, and Spirit ensures your safe passage because of the way that you are doing this. And when we have this 11th house for humanity's sake, you're kind of putting some things right that have been done wrongly in the decision making, the stuff you're needing to attend to. That's sort of what's coming through here. Let's draw tarot cards for you and see what else we're showing. Reading number 1. What are the messages? Getting a very strong affirmation and validation of what's happening for you. But what are the messages? What's the guidance? Aside from an affirmation that you are going to succeed in these things you're attended to, and that you can handle them and you can do this, that's really clear. But let's see what's happening around you. Let's draw some tarot cards and see. And what are the messages that Spirit wishes to bring for you? We'll have 4 from that pack. That one definitely. And we'll have 4 from this pack too. And I think we're going to draw 4 from this pack as well. There is your first, second, third, and I see this one 4th. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, what do we have here? The Magician, shape-shifting, manifestation, conscious shape-shifting, King of Wands. How interesting, there is a further card here. I thought I had drawn 4 and in fact we have 5. Okay, we have the Magician, we have the King of Wands, and we have the 7 of Wands. We have this card of victory, success, I can do this. We have the High Priestess and we have the Moon. Okay. Now what these cards are really saying, reading number 1, is you can actually, I feel like you're having to wear different hats potentially here, and yet at the core of you, your own integrity prevails. The best analogy I can use to try and describe what I'm seeing here is, it's the analogy of how I say we work as counsellors. I did work full-time. I had a full-time practice as a counsellor, an accredited psychotherapist for over 28 years. Now, in my practice, I did not share information that was personal about me, because that would be inappropriate. It would be taking up the space of the client that I would be sitting with. And yet I can genuinely say that anyone who worked with me for any amount of time would know me through and through, and yet they knew nothing about the details of my life. Some of you may actually connect with that You know, you may feel that you have a feel of who I am as a human being, soul to soul. And yet you don't know all about my life, and it wouldn't be appropriate for me to fill this space, this reading, excuse me, with my personal information. It would clutter the space. This is a reading for you. But you still know of me because I am authentically me within the reading. And it's the same principle here. You can wear many different hats and attend to several different things which are all happening simultaneously in your world. And the key and the message here is simply to be your authentic self within every context. Now, with the Mars and the Mercury in retrograde, that energy, I spoke right at the beginning, there are readings, I've done readings about those. I'll try and put a link at the end for you. But if you connect with those readings, if you think about that energy, there are interruptions, there are things that are causing us to have to attend to details at the moment. That's the overall sort of astrodynamics. Now, this card is really saying to me, these cards here, that the message is clear. Be your authentic self and be confident. We have the lion here, the energy of the lion, the lioness. The energy of the lion came out actually in one of the other readings I've done too. And I've just seen a woodpecker has just arrived right in front of me in my garden. Woodpeckers for me always bring an element of perseverance. You know, get to the root of things. You know, they peck under the bark of a tree and they take out the insects. They persevere, they're consistent, they're steady. They don't give up. So there's an element this week for you of needing to pay attention to the detail, be consistent, and from the very core of everything, be you. You're actually becoming very powerful. And I don't mean powerful in an ego, arrogant sort of way. I mean powerful in a soul connected to source kind of way. I think you've faced fears, I think you've been through turmoil, and you have come out singing your song. It's like experiencing stuff in life that causes us to dive deep, and actually we can use that deep diving to not fear the shadows, to know of ourselves. And there's something of that within you that's being honoured in the reading. The message is very clear for you, reading number one. You've got a lot to attend to, but we're seeing happy endings. Look at this, we have the Four of Wands. So, first of all, you have in your next tarot cards, you have the Three of Pentacles. Yep, you have the Eight of Swords. Let me just turn my light back on. It has an automatic timer on it, so it kind of sometimes times out. You then have the King of Cups. Ooh, and you have the Four of Wands. Okay, so we're actually seeing celebration. I think there's a flow of energy this week for you. You are having to attend to things. We are being shown victory. We're seeing victory, success, celebration. We're seeing you really aligning with spirit, the integrity of you, everything I've spoken about is really going to come through for you in real validation and in real terms. We do see celebration. We see you coming out at the top of your game. What I do think is you will probably feel at some point during the week, you may feel a little bit as though there is the potential for you to feel a little bit overwhelmed. Okay, and I think this reading and the messages from Spirit today for you are really giving you the heads up on this. Not because they would want you or I would ever want you to feel overwhelmed, but if you know ahead of time, it's like, oh yeah, there could be a couple of overwhelming moments. If you are aware of that ahead of time, when they happen, you're like, oh yeah, I remember that, I knew. There's going to be a couple of moments that could be a bit of overwhelming, but it's cool. I just need to, you know, remain balanced. I need to continue to navigate this from a position of integrity, and I know that by the end of the week, success is assured. So, I mean, in many ways, that is what these weekly readings are often here for very real hands-on guidance, giving you the heads up so that if you move into something that feels a little bit unnerving, or a bit you start to worry about something, or it taps into some aspect of doubt, you already know that that's nothing to be concerned about. And then because we have that heads up, it means that we don't dive deeper into that. We hold our ground, and we know that we don't need to worry about this. So really, truly, this is a very clear reading for you, reading number 1. We then have the 9 of Wands. We have the card of Strength. And this is really what I'm seeing as the outcome here. Super. We have the Page of Cups. And we have the Page of Wands. Okay, this is lovely. Reading number 1. 9 of Wands. We are seeing some hurdles to step over. Details will need to be attended to. There is stuff that you have to sort out during the week. It's just one of those things. You're going to, again, we've got the Lion showing up here. Your integrity, your authenticity is what will carry you through this in no uncertain terms, and you're guided. We've got so many validations of success here, so, and victory. So, you know, I don't think you have anything to be concerned or worried about at all. Truly, truly. Adapt, shape shift to whatever you need to attend to in the different circumstances that show up in your week or are already around you. And as you adapt in what you're doing and how you're presenting, but your authenticity remains the same. We're seeing a better outcome than you actually thought would happen. So if you're experiencing any challenges within these different pockets of stuff, we are seeing a better outcome than you actually thought you were going to see. So even better outcome. I mean, look at the celebration here. It's gorgeous. Page of Wands. I think by the end of the week, you're going to sort of feel like you can begin to get back on track again in terms of your own world, because I do feel some of these things are external intrusions, as it were. External stuff, you know, like a friend phones and they've got a problem and you want to help them out, so you take time out of your schedule to do so. Wonderful, how awesome. But you may also, a bit of you think, oh, but I'm off target with my own schedule. Doesn't matter. You're going to feel, I think, by the end of the week, maybe when we tune into next week's readings, next Sunday, you're going to be in this zone. It's like, right, I'm back on track here. There's space and room for me to manifest the things I want to do. What advice is Spirit offering me for the coming week? So it's, I think by next kind of Sunday, when we get to those readings, you're going to be in a very different zone and a very different place. Reading number 1, the advice is ever so clear to you. There's clearly a lot of stuff that you may have to attend to this week. The results are better than you could have imagined. Much better, you know, they really are. They are really fabulous. So you're going to have cause for celebration and really significantly feel like you're motoring. Everything is validated here in this rune. The bettering of any situation, the gathering of momentum. There's so much validation here. Absolutely, so much validation stuff just coming together. But I do see the potential for you to worry a little bit or have the odd wobble. Knowing about it ahead of time, just reassure yourself. Take a screenshot, come back to this, take a screenshot, print it out and fold it up and put it in your wallet, or carry it somewhere, or stick it on a mirror somewhere. Bring yourself back to the affirmation here, because there are so many affirmations in this reading that are assuring you of the absolute best possible outcome to the various things that I think you will have to attend to this week. Reading number 1, I am sending you all the love in the world. Do you know, throughout this entire reading, that woodpecker is still here. It's arrived. Normally they fly in, they feed a bit, they take a bit of something, and then they fly off. This one is still here. Utterly beautiful. Tons and tons of love. I feel that is such a significant validation from Source itself, right here and right now, in the presence of this reading. tons and tons of love to you, and I will see you next week, or indeed for some of the other readings that I'll be posting during the week. Tons of love. I will put links to all the different things that I do. Oh, I said I would talk about the cards, didn't I? The Art of Manifestation Oracle cards. Right, forgive me, I almost forgot. So these cards, I do have a prize draw every month. I give away a free private reading and also a pack of these oracle cards. And I announce that my colleague draws the name from a hat. It's a subscriber offer. If you are subscribed to the channel, if you join my subscriber email list, my colleague draws the name from a hat. I announce the winners here on YouTube. There's a video that I'll be uploading, so do check in with that, because if you're on that email list you could be a winner, and I will then ship these out to somebody and also arrange to do that private reading. And for all of you who've been contacting me about private readings, I'm not unfortunately able at the moment to offer any private readings beyond the one that I give away in that prize draw. Just my own family circumstances are needing additional time, and therefore I am needing to navigate my world in a way that allows me to prioritize what I need to prioritize as well, including these ongoing readings for you guys, and the additional readings that I post during the week. So I am sending you all the love in the world. Look forward to seeing you for other readings. Tons and tons of love, and thank you so much to all of you for liking, subscribing, sharing, for those of you that give back through the super thanks, and also to all of you who are now a part of my Patreon community, where I do monthly readings, moon monthly readings, in fact, very specifically for all zodiac signs. And I also do a tutorial every month as well, in working with the tarot cards and the runes. Tons of love to you all. Welcome, reading number 2. Thank you so much for joining me. You have the card of Swan, Grace. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. You also have a bicycle, traveling, journeying, and a rune that is blank, a rune of possibility. What are you gestating? What are you nurturing into being? This is a very interesting energy around you, reading number 2. So we're asking for guidance from Spirit for today, right here and right now. Let's draw an archetype card first of all, and some oracle cards, just to see what we are shown for information right here and right now, and for the next 7 days in guidance for reading number 2. I'm going to use these 2. Interesting that 2 are coming through for you of this particular pack. I'm going to use those 2. Okay, so what do we have here? We have the underworld, first of all. We have the cards of Pluto in Taurus. This is very interesting because Pluto is very much about, Pluto energy is very much about the underworld, uncovering stuff, seeing things, getting to the heart of things, bringing things up. What are you sorting out? What are you navigating? And then we have in Taurus, there's productivity, there's the energy of productivity here, practicality, navigating your resources. Okay, what else do we have here? We have hold on to me, and we have grandmother of love, granddaughter of life. Let's move these cards up. And what else do we have here? We also have mistakes. If you feel you have made a mistake, or indeed someone else has done so with impact on you, Please do not feel bad about this. Treasure and value your mistakes and those of others around you. They are the cutting edge of our personal growth and evolution. Lean into the learning and celebrate your openness to grow. Okay. I feel that something is coming to light for you this week. Now, there's actually an opportunity in it. Okay, it may be that something that hasn't been attended to, or details of something weren't properly looked after in some way. So something's coming to light or coming to a head, or you're needing to look at something, or I think I say you're needing to look at something. Reading number 2, I think something is already showing itself to you. It may be that something hadn't been attended to properly, or the details were missed, or some aspect of a contract wasn't signed properly, or there's something here. Now we're seeing some movement forwards with the bicycle, and we are also seeing you, or the advice of Spirit, very clearly saying, look, handle this with dignity and grace. Okay, because Pluto energy can sometimes mean that we can get involved in power struggles. Okay, especially if somebody behaves badly or something wasn't attended to. There's some aspect of something going on around you where it feels as though someone hasn't come clean over something. What I am seeing in your reading number 2, is that whatever, I almost want to say, went wrong or didn't happen or didn't work out, or any of those things in the this is going to be unique to your own circumstances, but something that didn't work out and it's come to the surface. It doesn't matter what has been done in the past, and the message is very clear here. It doesn't matter how you have behaved, how others have behaved. It doesn't matter what took place. What matters is what you do now. What matters is that you've learned from an experience. If someone behaved badly, you've learned from that experience, and now you're ready to move on and do it differently. Now you have a sharpened and a heightened awareness of the fact that sometimes people don't behave well. You would be far more likely to be on the lookout for someone like that. You're not going to have the wool pulled over your eyes again. If you feel you did something wrong or you could have done something better, don't remain in that space of concern about it. What matters is what you do now. The action that you take, using the most direct way. And we have this lovely energy of Taurus, being practical, being productive. There is something for you to now do differently, to learn from it, to move on, not to dwell. Is what I'm really seeing in your reading. Not to dwell on something that didn't work out, but to bring your focus to what you can do now about it, rather than what you were doing or where you've come from. Let's draw some more cards and see what we are shown for reading number 2. May we please have advice and guidance for reading number 2 about their current situation. Seeing this one. On this one. Okay. Let's see what we are shown here. We have, okay, right, super. We have the 9 of Discs. We have the card of the Lovers. And we have the Tower. Okay, move our beautiful piece of angel light a little bit out of our way, so we have some room here. Okay, so 9 of Discs. I feel that you have an awareness of the fact that whatever this situation is, it's one of those circumstances when you are in a place where you recognize something didn't work out. And even though I'm genuinely going to say, I don't think necessarily everyone in this scenario has behaved well. I think you're also beginning to be in a zone where you can see that maybe you could have done it differently, even if it was to spot somebody and say no to them, or to see a situation. In reality, you couldn't. There's no point in giving yourself a hard time. Everything in this reading is saying, don't give yourself a hard time. Mistakes happen, we can learn from them. So whatever took place, whoever was involved, it is now time to think about whatever has been shown, to think about what you can do now and how you approach this. Okay? Now you can cultivate this in a good, positive way. You actually have a lot of choice in how you navigate this now. The circumstances as a result of what has taken place are changing. They are going to change, and that's it. Something is crumbling, but you can rebuild something from the crumblingness. I always think the card of the Tower, I always think the absolute and best and positive vibrancy of the card of the Tower is it's talking about change, and it's sort of saying, look, even if something crumbled, it broke, it didn't work, we can now recycle from the wreckage, as it were. Whatever, it's like if a wall falls down, we can now rebuild that wall, and we can rebuild it, and we can rebuild it in a better shape, a better design, but we can use the ingredients, the bricks, the blocks, the stone that fell out of that wall. We can use all of those pieces to rebuild something that is better, much more amazing, much better for you now. So there's absolute opportunity. This change, though, is coming. Something has to come to an end. And you can be active in this, or you can be non-active in it. If you're non-active, I think you're going to feel like you're I think it's going to be a harder journey for you. What this reading, though, is saying, which is delightful, is look, you're an old soul. You've navigated a lot of stuff. You're here to do a depth of work. You're an old soul. You're here to do a depth of work. You have a lot of wisdom, actually, if you slow yourself down enough to see it. You came here to make mistakes in order to put things right. It's sort of almost like part of your role. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are starseed people. I did say in a reading I just posted earlier to do with the Mars and the Mercury retrograde energy that, I will do some starseed readings. And for those of you that were asking about that, starseed people, or my understanding of starseed people, is you are old souls. You've come here with purpose, which often means you face quite challenging circumstances in your lives because you've actually come here to process stuff at depth. It's like the underworld of the soul, and the impact of your processing means that you lay to rest often the legacy of generations where things have been done badly or problems have occurred. We know that trauma is passed from generation to generation. It's literally genetically in us. Many people who are older souls, I think, have come here to process stuff at that level. And that is going to be for the bettering of humanity. So big respect to you all if you feel that that is resonating and that you are a starseed person. And yes, to those of you that have asked me, I will be doing some starseed readings, looking at 2023, I think, really. Now, let's look at this reading. This is a here and now reading right now for you and for the next 7 days. You have choices. This reading is saying to you with very clear guidance, you've been asking for something to change, and now it's going to. And I think it could change quite suddenly. And rather than dwelling on the things that have been done wrong, dwell on what you yourself can do right here and right now to embrace the changes and be an active participant in that navigation. Page of Swords we have. And we have the Chariot, lovely energy. We then have the Two of Wands, loving your reading. And then we have also the Five of Wands. Okay, let's move these cards up. I hope that means they're all in view for you. Yeah. there are choices available to you. Be an active participant in working with those choices, thinking about what choices are available to you, looking, inquiring, investigating, researching. Don't be afraid to move forwards. This is actually a time when a new potential is being made available to you. Whatever this change, whatever is happening that's leaving you feeling like you've been thrown into the shadows or thrown into the depths, stuff is coming to the surface. Maybe things that you thought were going to be happening aren't happening. Something you thought would emerge hasn't emerged. It's now time to be an active participant. Don't dwell on what's gone wrong. Dwell on what you can do now. Very, very clear. We're seeing you becoming much more active, moving from a passive position to a participation position, where you start to negotiate with a view to looking ahead. You start to look at options. I'm not saying you're going to reach an end result, because we have the blank rune, which is a rune of gestation. It's like a period of excuse me, of in-betweenness, if that's a good way of saying it. That's what I'm seeing. You know, we've got a bicycle rather than a car or a horse. If it was a horse, it would be like horsepower. That's how we even measure engine power, horsepower. But a bicycle, you can be active in moving something forwards. But I don't think this week you're going to see the end result. I think you might really want to. What I do think you're going to see are possibilities. And you can be an active participant in exploring those possibilities. I don't think we're seeing the final end game. It will be really interesting to see what shows up in your readings next Sunday. This is a weekly reading, but this is definitely a week to focus on what can I do right here and right now? What choices are available to me? What doors can I open in terms of research, investigation, and moving into a space of possibility? And starting to look ahead and gauge what options there are. There are going to be choices available to you. What you're kind of doing in this scenario is actually shifting your own energy. So your energy shifts from a space of impossibility to a space of possibility. It's your own perspective alters just by becoming an active participant in researching potential. So it's very clear, the message for you, reading number 2. Let's ask for some more cards really for you to see what else we are shown. Another tower. Ooh, big week. Oh, big week for you. Now this is too many cards, but I'm going to take the top one that we have been shown. Okay. Look at the wand energy, looking ahead. We're looking ahead, we're looking ahead. So what do we have here? Okay, super nice. You have King of Wands. You have the 7 of Pentacles. You have the Tower, and you have the 3 of Wands. Right. So we know that change is happening around you. That's clear. We've talked about it. To have the Tower twice, what a confirmation. But this is a week where the energy can shift from feeling as though, I want to almost say, feeling like you're a sitting duck, where you've been waiting and waiting and waiting, hoping that something would get put right. Okay, wondering whether you should or you shouldn't, or feeling like maybe you made a mistake or someone else made a mistake. Forget all that. You can learn from that. Now is the time to take action. Become the sort of the active participant in your own life. Take charge of your choices this week, not in terms of actually forcing something to happen, but in terms of inquiry, in terms of research, in terms of looking at your options, and in terms of nurturing the potential that there may be in a variety of different directions. I would almost say, don't research one direction, research several. Look at all the potentials here, because actually there's more than one route that you can go down. Don't dissolve into, this is the only route available to me and it's not the one I want. That's not what's being said here at all. You know, Swan Grace, you who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Connect with the old soul in yourself, the higher self, your witness self. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. So this is about perceiving the change as a space of possibility, even though I appreciate it's feeling a bit wobbly, to put it mildly for some of you. Seriously, I'm seeing that. And, you know, I would never want any of you to feel that sort of, oh, I don't know what to do, you know, that sort of, those shadow aspects. But truly, your guidance is really clear for the week. Step up. Don't think about where you've come from. Think about where you want to go. Explore your options. Invest in discovery rather than dwelling in the emotionality of, oh, you know, can I even get out of bed this morning? Move yourself into that space of exploring options and exploring several options. The changes are definitely going to be coming. The Three of Wands is a really lovely card of potential, of looking ahead. The threes always kind of symbolize a turning point. It's not the final outcome, but a shift and a turning point where something can now gather momentum, something can now emerge and move to the next phase or the next chapter. So we're not seeing the end result this week for you, and I'm sorry because I can see it's troubling you, but I do think we're seeing a shift into a space where you can begin to see genuine possibilities in which you can start to evaluate your choices from a very real position. I'm going to be very excited to see where the readings are taking us next week. And reading number 2, you know, whichever reading, you know, speaks to you next week, if you're following these weekly readings, whichever of these readings leaps out, and how this is going to progress. But we are seeing the potential for a big shift here, which you yourself can empower and activate. And that is the key. Not sitting as a sitting duck, but shifting. Shifting, moving, embracing the change, or the knowledge that change is coming. And start to be active in exploring the potential different avenues. And there are definitely different avenues to explore. It's not just one road. Invest, and I think by the end of the week we are going to begin to see for you real possibilities, whereas at the moment I feel like the possibilities are out there. It's like a pie in the sky with an awful lot of, gosh, well, maybe nothing will ever happen, or it will be the gloomiest outcome kind of place. Actually, rather than dwelling in that place, it's about being an active participant in exploring your options. And by the end of the week, I think, even though you may not see the end goal or the actual outcome, you will definitely see more than one possibility, which means you can begin to evaluate which of the possibilities is genuinely going to be best for you, as opposed to feeling at the moment as if there's just a heaviness around you at the moment. And I'm sorry that you're feeling that way, but there is very clear advice and guidance here for you as to how to shift this energy, become a participant, and by the end of the week see some results. You know, the Chariot is also indicating that if you are active in this, things will move forwards. You know, the Two of Wands here is indicating that there is a world of possibility out there for you. It's just that right now you're struggling to see it. Super Souls, I'm sending you the biggest hug, because this level of transition is never easy. I am sending you the biggest hug in the world, all the love in the world. Please know that here, and I know this through reading the comments here, that, you know, you are part of a community here. We all walk together, we hold our collective energy here for the good, for the light, and I read your comments, I listen to the way you share your stories, and I see the way that you support not only me but one another. I am truly in awe of you. It is a privilege to read for you, and I am truly, truly sending you reading number 2 all the love in the world. You're not just supported by spirit and by those who love you in the immediacy of your world, but you're supported by us as a community too. Tons and tons of love to you. Super Souls, I'll put all sorts of links and information into the description box and also in a pinned comment for phone users. I do a ton of stuff. I give away a free private reading, a pack of oracle cards. These cards, by the way, are now available in the States, in the US. Not just, I think there may be a few on Amazon, but there's also some available from an outlet. I've now been able to partner with somebody who is amazing and is able to ship these out for us, which is just wonderful. These are the cards that I give away every month in my subscriber prize draw. But Super Souls, rather than waffle away about these things, I'll just put all the relevant links into the information box for you. Tons and tons and tons of love. Reading number 3, welcome. You have the Sea Otter, happiness. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. This rune, beautiful reading number 3, people, is the rune of nourishment and possessions. This rune speaks of ambitions satisfied, unexpected rewards, surprises and gains. This is a rune of something delightful and lovely arriving in your world. I feel this is, interestingly, a week, and with the heart as well, when it would be very important for you to make sure you take time to seriously slow down and enjoy the roses. Smell the roses is the saying, isn't it? Enjoy the roses. Let's draw more cards and see what advice and guidance you are being given this week. There's some aspect of your world that feels as if it is about to be delivering something to you. Let's have a look and see what are we shown for reading number 3. Oh, okay, I'm going to take the card on the top there as your first oracle card. Big sort of doof, here we are. Let's see, what else are we shown in your oracle cards? May we ask very kindly, please, what are we shown for reading number 3 for immediate advice, guidance, what they need to know and what they may need to know for the coming week? There is your card. Oh, you have 3. Okay. Well, 3 it is then. Okay, let's see what we have. We have the 11th house, and we have the 10th house, and we have the South Node. Okay. Become a person of power and status. Do it for the future, hopes and wishes. Now is not the time. Now is not the time to look back or have anxiety about something. There will not be anxiety about trouble, this card says. There is a sense of fate and destiny, I always feel, when we draw either of the node cards. I'm going to place that card just here. And what else do we have? We have the sword. Very interesting. We have, as we have said, the 10th house, success, responsibility for humanity's sake. What is going on for reading number 3? New beginnings. How interesting. We have White Mantra Mother protects. Now this is interesting because this card came out, I think, in reading number 1 as well. Curiously enough, so did the 11th house card. If you've been drawn to both of those readings, it will be quite interesting. Now, White Mantra Mother Protects is a card that basically, it sort of assures your success. It's saying, we're protecting you. If you need to go from A to B, we will guide you, we will protect you. This is going to happen. Be the master of playful living, release expectations, very interesting, and enjoy every day. I think at the moment, reading number 3, I want to say that I feel you are possibly experiencing, it's not exactly a duality of experiences. Here we have the sword, but I do feel there's a ton of stuff or that's really fabulous coming into your world, and also some other things that maybe are just going on alongside. Indeed, yes, become a person of power and status. I'd venture to say something coming into your world that is potentially life-changing, bringing a new beginning. It's got a destiny timing flavour about it. I think it's something that's actually absolutely magnificent, but it may be that the arrival of it is making you feel a little insecure or wobbly. So new beginnings, like starting a brand new job, and you know you really want that job, and you've worked and worked for it, and you arrive on the day, somebody asks you a question, you don't have the answer, and you immediately dissolve into this sort of, oh, I shouldn't have applied for it, will I be good enough, that kind of thing. Another scenario might be, if you were looking for a soulmate, you meet somebody and you really like them, and suddenly it opens up all the insecurities about what kind of person might this be. Will I make another mistake? If you've had a difficult experience before, where you're looking for what might go wrong, rather than in the moment, treasuring every second, smelling the roses, and allowing what can go right to emerge and evolve. That's the sort of flavour of your reading this week. It does feel as though something is happening around you. I just want to say that feels pretty damned exciting. Something coming in, the new beginnings card. Something coming in, just rearranging my cards a little bit, but I feel like I want to place them in a slightly different order, just so that we've got that essence of new beginnings coming in, transforming your world in a really groovy way, and knowing that you are protected. This is divinely guided. You are being looked after. You don't have to worry about this. This is a time to enjoy the moment, enjoy the process, enjoy the new experience. Something is new. Unexpected rewards and gains, nourishment, possessions. Nourish the ground for your own deliverance. Don't try to prescribe or dive into fears of the past. Don't have anxiety about whether it will work out or it won't work out. This is a time to love every second of this new beginning. The new beginnings card, it says this card indicates that you are about to begin a new chapter of your life. Shed, release, cleanse. Let go of any obstacles, inner or outer, that prevent you from engaging fully in moving forwards. The time is right for a fresh start and a new beginning. The universe supports you in your growth. You are being supported. This is happening with purpose, with destiny. It literally is a new beginning. Something's coming in here, and it's something you're going to love. So whatever this is for you, it's either already started or it's on the brink of starting. I think for many of you, this is already around you, and maybe you're having that moment of, oh, will it work out? Will it work out, or won't it work out? And all of the noise in your mind that actually can stop you from being present to the real experience of the sheer happiness and enjoyment of what it actually is, which is a brand new beginning for you. Now, let's draw tarot cards, reading number 3, and see what else we're shown. But there is a message really clearly for you already, which is absolutely enjoy the moment. This feels like a blessing that's arrived. I think you are experiencing it genuinely in happiness. I'm not saying there isn't other stuff going on. I'm seeing that there is other stuff going on. in your world as well. Life continues, doesn't it? But this feels like a bolt out of the blue that feels life-changing, and it's something that can rocket your happiness to new levels if you dare allow it to. Okay, because you could just dwell in the, oh, what if it might not work out, this situation, this person, I may not be good enough, they may not be good enough, da 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 da, all that stuff. So what else are we shown, please, for reading number 3? I was about to say reading number 1. Reading number 3. What advice and guidance are you being given? We'll leave those cards there. I'm going to draw a second pack as well. What advice and guidance are we being given for reading number 3, right here and right now, and for the coming week? Or maybe even ask for a bit of a sneaky preview into what the outcome of this delightful experience, this delightful new beginning might be. Seeing this one as well. Okay, let's put these to one side for a minute. What do we have here for reading number 3? Oh, 10 of Cups. Well, what a validation. What a straight and immediate here and now validation for you. 10 of Cups. Woo! Happiness, contentment, joy, loveliness. The 8 of Swords. Are you worrying seriously more than you need to? Absolutely. Please don't do that. Look at this. We have the 9 of Wands. We have the Knight of Discs. These are lovely cards. Reading number 3. This new beginning is genuine. That's what I want to say to you. This is a new beginning that is genuine. 10 of Cups. This is leading to happiness, contentment. Be in the happiness now. Don't worry about things. This is something that you have been trying to manifest or working on manifesting for a long time. And you're pretty cool, calm and collected about it on the one hand. On the other hand, I feel like you could be going through a little bit of an emotional roller coaster purely in terms of suddenly deep diving into the what if it doesn't work out versus, do you know what, I kind of know that I can enjoy this, I deserve this, I've been working for this. But look at this, 10 of Cups, Knight of Discs. This is bringing in the harvest. This is something you've wanted. It's something you've asked for. It's something you've worked for. It's going to involve potentially quite a lot of change, but it's feeling good. Now we have, look at this, we have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the 4 of Swords. I love that sitting under the 8. We have the Hierophant. This is the divinely guided bit. The South Node. And then we have the 7 of Cups. So 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. Right. This is something that is going to be so good that you will have love to share, stuff to share. If it's a new job, it's going to be fruitful. This is a time when, you know, when you feel so joyous and so happy, you can generously give to everybody. If somebody bumped into you inadvertently or knocked over your cup of coffee or something, you'll be like, don't worry, let me buy you one, you know, because you're in such a happy state. I'm absolutely seeing you having plenty to give here. Plenty to give. There is an interesting energy here. Right. Reading number 3. Something landing that is a new beginning. I think it has real potential. I'm actually going to draw some runes before I say any more about this row of cards. I want to draw more runes for you. Right, your first rune is the rune of breakthrough. Fabulous. You have the rune of fertility and you have the blank rune. Right, okay. This is super nice. This is so clear. Your reading is so clear. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that additional guidance. Right, this is a breakthrough moment. This is loaded with potential. Fertility is a fruit-bearing rune. There is so much potential. What you are being asked here to do is to treasure every moment and allow this to organically grow. The Knight of Discs, let the harvest emerge. Don't try to make it happen. I feel like this is a significant new beginning. There is an opportunity here, a window of opportunity. There's something that's utterly delightful arriving in your world, whatever it is, whether it's a job, a person, whatever it is for you, in the uniqueness of your world. It's something you've really worked for and it's something you've really wanted. It is loaded with potential. Enjoy it, cherish it, love the happiness. Please also be aware that this is a beginning. It's a beginning that's loaded with potential. It's also a beginning that you will need to navigate with clarity. Now, everything here says potential, 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 success. Become a power of person, a person of power and status. This is about the building a future. There's so much future possibility here being presented in this opening. But any opening of opportunity, and it's not a negative but, this is actually a very powerfully, very real, positive but. Any real positive but means this is loaded with potential and we need to allow it to be negotiated. It's like someone contacting you. If you have been writing, if you've written a book and you're looking for an agent and you've sent out 50 letters and suddenly you get an agent contact you and say, I just love what you're doing. And you're on a high, the happiness is amazing. Love the high, enjoy the high, dwell in the happiness, be in the happiness. It's going to put you in a position where you have an abundance to give. But then be thoughtful about how you navigate this offer. Don't assume that exactly what you see is perfect to start with. It needs to be negotiated and navigated. It needs to be both simultaneously enjoyed, loved, appreciated. It is a breakthrough. It's loaded with potential, but there's some details that need to be attended to, and you can attend to them by being present and in the moment. Loving every second, releasing expectations, but then dealing with what is actually present. Because this is loaded with potential. This is loaded with the opportunity of a harvest, gestation. This is so full of something that is so exciting. And it's almost as if you're being asked to release expectations either of negativity, where you're afraid that something might go wrong, but also not the opposite, where your expectations are so huge that you wipe out the potential, that you need to be present and in the moment in order to navigate this to its absolute fullest potential. So there's really clear guidance being given here. But I'm so excited for you. Now look at this, we have the Hierophant twice. How interesting. The Hierophant twice. Whatever's coming in, this is offering you a very, very significant working, I'm going to say a working partnership. Now, whether it is a loving partnership, whether it's a business partnership, it's a collaboration with a group of people or a particular person. We could use the example that I gave of an agent. There's collaboration, and there's so much potential here, and it does feel as though this is very divinely guided. That potential, though, does need to be processed. Okay. Four of Swords, for me, is a card of meditation. It says, wow, here we are. Let's have a look at this. The Hermit. Let's have a look at this. Seven of Pentacles. This is worth investing in. Okay. This is worth investing in. Six of Cups. What are we seeing in our Six of Cups here? This is an interesting addition to your reading. I'm going to draw a couple of clarifying cards on this Six of Cups here. This is worth investing in. Absolutely, we're seeing so much fruition. I'm wondering, what is this? Let's just draw some more cards around this. May we please have some more information about the Six of Cups? What are we being shown here? Very interesting. I really feel I need to follow this one through, reading number 3. Okay. So, I get it. Lovely. So we have the Sun. I totally get it. We have the Sun, we have the Fool, and we have the Two of Pentacles. I thank you so much for, thank you for the extra guidance. Really want to offer thanks to what we're being shown here, both in the runes, the extra runes, and in these cards. I think this is someone, I do think the new beginning is coming through a someone. The opportunity, whether it's someone you're going to be working with, whether it's someone in a more personal context, even a community person, a connection. I do think it is highly likely to connect to a somebody, not just even if it's a work situation. It's a work situation where it's like you find your tribe, as it were. You find your community, but there is someone connected to this circumstance that you've known before. Now, whether this is someone coming in from this life, if I'm truly honest, I think it's a past life. The Six of Cups, this is really speaking of the past. I almost feel as though you're coming together to achieve a higher purpose. The Hierophant has shown up twice. You're coming here to collaborate. This new beginning is enabling you to collaborate in a really fruitful way, which will benefit not just you personally, it will be successful. It's not just going to benefit you personally, but it's going to benefit humanity, whether you are one of those amazing relationships, if it's a love connection, an intimate connection, where you are one of those amazing relationships that is inspirational to other people, whether you are a working alliance where what you create together brings something forth that benefits so many more people. You've come back together. This is what the Six of Cups is about. I really thought, it really stopped me in my tracks. I thought, wow, this is worth investing in. This is going to be fruitful. You're being guided. You're being protected. This is amazing. It's a breakthrough. There's fertility. I mean, everything in your reading is actually pretty amazing, really. But, and we have the Fool, a new beginning again. This is a second chance at something. This does connect to a past life. I have done, gosh, in my Timeless Readings playlist, there's at least one reading that connects to past lives, and I may actually do another for past life connections coming in during this year of 2023 for you. It's sort of coming through quite strongly as perhaps an important reading to do. But what I'm seeing here is, I mean, you may want to tune in with that reading. You're coming together with purpose, something that you you tried to do before that got interrupted in a past life. You've known this person, or you've certainly connected to this tribe, this group of people. If it's even the instigation of a community project, you've tried to do something like this before and it was thwarted by circumstances. But there's a really strong connection here. You're coming back to do it again. It's a second chance at something. Yeah, this time there's the real opportunity. Circumstances are such that there is a real opportunity this time for absolute success. Whereas I think in a former life, something couldn't work through. You weren't able to achieve something. You weren't able to make something happen. It was just the circumstances, the historical circumstances of the time. That's the karmic, the South Node, of course. Remember. Yeah, remember. Absolutely. Here we have it. And now you're coming back to achieve success, not just for you, but for humanity. It's your own hopes and wishes that will also benefit humanity on a larger scale. I feel quite emotional actually reading number 3. This is a second chance at something that couldn't take place fully or be completed previously. And I do think it is absolutely a former life. I will acknowledge it could be someone, maybe you met someone in your childhood and it didn't work out and they come back into your world now. But I am far more inclined to feel this is a former life. Now is the time. Be present, enjoy every second. I actually feel like in a past life something was almost stolen from you. You could almost say the time was stolen from you. An experience was stolen from you. Circumstances interfered. Maybe you couldn't marry, or something occurred, or you couldn't work together, or whatever it was. We don't need to go into the happenings of the past. You know, that could be dealt with in another reading if it's of interest to you. And there's definitely in my Timeless Readings playlist a reading about past life connections that may well be relevant to some of you if you wish to check it out. But really, this is really significant, reading number 3. It's an absolute turning point. It's a new beginning. It's full of prosperity, opportunity. You can work together. It's being guided. You're being supported. Enjoy every second. And remember, you navigate this day by day in the presence of the actual experience of it. So you can't predict this to some extent. You can talk together about how things move forwards, your plans, your goals, talk to your community, the group of people, whatever it is you're bringing forth. But it is absolutely coming with purpose. And this is now showing me again, this is a time when you can now have success and share it. Maybe previously ambitions were thwarted. Okay? But now they are not to be thwarted. They are now to be worked on together in collaboration. It's a second chance, and this can now take place. Yeah, even the coffin shape here in the 4 is now really helping me to understand that this was something that ultimately it's something that can and will happen and be of success. It's laying something to rest. Something that couldn't happen before can now happen. You lay something to rest from the past, something that couldn't be resolved formally or was interrupted. I'm not going to say any more. This is your reading number 3. What a powerful reading. I'm quite blown away by this. I'm truly, truly honoured to read for you. And I'm thrilled to see what happens in the ongoing weekly readings in terms of your ongoing guidance. I do post these readings every single Sunday. So Super Souls, I'm just absolutely thrilled, blown away. It really is magnificent. So enjoy. Have the happiness that you finally deserve. Don't let anything in your current world inhibit you from taking an ownership of what you can have now. And know that something that has been a long-held heart's desire for you not only I think in this life, but in a former life too, can now emerge and happen. And the right circumstances, people, person are arriving to make this possible. I am sending you all the love in the world. I will put links to all kinds of stuff in the description box, and also in a pinned comment to make it easy to find for phone users, because there's all sorts of stuff that may interest you, including that Timeless Readings playlist. If you click on that and look through all the videos there, you should be able to find the one on past lives. Super Souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world. Thank you for sharing, liking, subscribing. If you're in my monthly prize draw, I will be uploading the winners in a video very soon. I give away a free private reading and also a pack of the Art of Manifestation Oracle cards. So it is a subscriber offer, and if you want to add yourself to my subscriber email list, again the link, I'll put the link there for you. These, for those of you who've been asking, are now finally available in the States. They weren't for ages. There are a few, I think, on Amazon now, but also we have somebody, for those of you that don't wish to purchase through Amazon, we now have somebody in the States who's actually stocking these for us, which is amazing. So big thanks. Yeah, I'll put the link in the description along with everything else. Anyway, enough said. Tons of love to you. Thank you all. Thank you to those of you who like, share, subscribe. Thank you to those of you who give back through the super thanks, and also a huge thank you to all of you who are now with me on Patreon, where I do the moon monthly readings for every single zodiac sign, as well as tutorials. Tons and tons of love to you all.